And here he is.
When was this?
I got it. I made it.
A long time ago?
Long time ago, I made it. Okay. And this is the silver crystal star. It's a beautiful star. Okay. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a papa brown bear and a mama brown bear. They had a baby bear. He was so cute and had shiny brown fur. They named him Cinnamon. He brought them much joy. As he grew, they taught him to love and care for the other animals in the forest. He had new friends, Willie the raccoon. They played every day. And there were other friends, Andy the chipmunk, Marcy the deer, Charlie the squirrel, and Susie the owl. They had fun every day. Many months passed, and Cinnamon grew bigger. Papa Bear and Mama Bear said, "Cinnamon, the most beautiful time of the year will be here. It is called Christmas. All the animals will decorate a special pine tree. The most precious item on the top of the tree will be the crystal star." Cinnamon's eyes sparkled, and he was very excited. Cinnamon said, "What is the crystal star, and what does it mean?" Mama Bear replied, "The crystal star will shine over the forest and protect us and all the animals from heavy snows, forest fires, and strong winds." Cinnamon began to dance. Cinnamon asked, "Who has the crystal star?" Mama Bear said, "Your papa and I have the star." Cinnamon said, "May I see it?" Papa Bear and Mama Bear looked at each other. She nodded to Papa Bear, and he left. A long time passed. Mama Bear and Cinnamon grew worried. Papa Bear returned and cried out, "The crystal star is gone." Mama Bear fell down and sobbed. Cinnamon lay down and put his paws across his eyes and cried. He sighed and placed Papa Bear and Mama Bear's paws over his heart. Cinnamon said with tears in his eyes, "Please do not worry. My friends and I will search for the star. Tomorrow my friends and I will find the star." That night, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Cinnamon did not sleep. At dawn, Cinnamon looked upward and whispered, "I must find the star." The next morning, Cinnamon went into the forest and called out, "Friends, wake up." The animals appeared and asked, "What's the matter?" They saw Cinnamon crying. Cinnamon looked very sad. Cinnamon cried and said, "I have bad news. The crystal star has been stolen." The animals cried out, "What are we going to do?" Cinnamon waited and finally said, "Will you help me find it?" The animals shouted, "Yes, we will help you." Cinnamon said, "Thank you, my friends. We are going to find our beloved star." The next morning, Cinnamon and his friends began their journey. Papa Bear and Mama Bear kissed Cinnamon and his friends goodbye. They waved to them until they were out of sight. At first, the days were sunny, with a chill in the air. As time went on, darkness came soon. They ate berries and small leaves. All night Cinnamon wrapped his paws around them to keep them warm. They crossed many streams. The water sparkled in the sunlight. They pushed on, looking under every fallen tree branch and trunk. The next morning, they heard laughter. They saw two rabbits hopping and jumping in the air. They saw Cinnamon and his friends and hopped over to them. The bigger rabbit said, "My name is Jake," and the smaller rabbit's name is Tammy. Why are you all so far into the forest?" Cinnamon told them that the crystal star had been stolen and they were searching for it. Jake said, "We are so sorry. May we join you to help find it?" Cinnamon nodded and said, "You may." So now they had two more helpers. That evening it began to snow. Cinnamon was worried. In the morning they saw the snow had covered the forest into a winter wonderland. They started out, and as they continued, the snow became deeper. Cinnamon said, "We have to rest and make camp." In the evening, Cinnamon wandered into the forest and found a small tree trunk laying on the ground. He gathered broken pine tree branches and headed back to their camp. He made a small cave from the tree trunk and the branches. When it was time to sleep, he told his friends to crawl in the cave to keep warm. They huddled together and fell asleep. The next morning, the forest was bright with snow. They pushed on. In the evening, they were tired and slept. In the morning, they were awakened by a loud roar. A short while later came another roar. Cinnamon and his friends shook with fear. Cinnamon said to Susie the owl, "Fly to the highest tree and keep watch." Susie flew up the tree. In the evening, they did not sleep. The next morning, Susie flew down, her wings fluttering and made noise. Cinnamon rushed to Susie and said, "What did you see?" Susie said, "A short distance away, I saw a cave, and outside stood an enormous black bear." The animals began to shake. Suddenly there was another roar. The animals said to Cinnamon, "We guess this is the end." Cinnamon put his head down. He put his paws over his eyes. Finally he spoke, "My friends, this is not the end. I shall meet and talk to the black bear." The animals said, "It is too dangerous. There must be another way." Cinnamon replied, "I am going. I have a strong feeling that he may know what happened to the crystal star." Susie the owl had already flown to the highest tree where she had a full view of the cave. Cinnamon's heart pounded as he started towards the cave. Another roar shook the